Hello there. And I think I found a new favorite film, Kolar Goldfield's K.G.F.
That's right. I'm about to monologue, son.
All right, when I first started this movie, it was very fast-paced. Not exactly fast-paced in the sense that it's going too quickly. It's just the editing. I'm just going to get this out of the way. The editing was atrocious because I can't speak the language, and the editing was kind of distracting me from actually paying attention to, like, the subtitles. Hopefully, eventually, I'll get to a point where I can just do both easily, but still, the editing was a little too fast-paced. It wasn't as bad as, like, Resident Evil final chapter, or it was closer to, I guess, the Taken 3 when he's trying to jump the fence, the joke that everyone does, the 30 takes done in a matter of seconds. It's kind of more like that. But yes, I do absolutely love this movie. This movie is great. So basically what it is it's basically this guy who's brought in to interview with, and now you start to blink. Again, what the heck is wrong with that? Who's brought in to basically tell his story about the Goldfields that were there. What happened? It's more myth than anything because all his books were burned. The article was signed to basically destroy. The guy who basically did it had to become legend. So he's basically telling this fictionist story, and the interviewers are trying to figure out whether it's real or not. What the worst? Yeah, but I absolutely loved it because instantly I'm starting to get real into it, and I've already seen it a few times. And I just watched it for the first time 2 days ago? 3 days ago, maybe? Yeah, but I absolutely love it. So basically, a criminal organization is formed around some gold is found in, the k.g.f. Some gold is found, and the man who finds it basically forms a group of politicians and what is it called? Criminal organizations to funnel it to keep it secure, and then they bring in basically forced labor, slave labor to work the mines, and then they got a contract to work it as like a limestone mine. So that way it doesn't seem odd, and that way people don't build close or move closer. So I absolutely love that aspect. It's great. But in the end, it basically is more at the heart of the whole story. I see it as a heist. It literally is an underdog story who's trying to steal from the emperors, these kings of men, these top criminals. He's trying to steal from them all, take what they have and take it as his own. And I absolutely love that because it's not so much as it is a criminal organization, him trying to become the king of them all. He just wants to be the king of all of them, everyone. And he just doesn't want to do it in the wrong ways because even the common people like him. He's not just hated by everyone and doesn't just use fear. He's well respected. And I absolutely love that because he basically chooses to keep pushing forward, keep pushing forward until he gets put in a situation which is like next to impossible. He has to plan a heist to where he can literally kill the man in charge to put his name on the plate for the throne. Because the way it ends, it basically seems like the next movie is going to be a Game of Thrones type situation where everyone is fighting to rule. And he is the one, this underdog is now the one at the lead. Why? Because not only did he take out the one who was in charge, but he also has a legion of followers. The way he went about doing everything basically put him in the front, inspired. I absolutely love it. It's a great movie, action-packed, story-driven, a few tearjerkers in there as well, and the romance is kind of funny too. I always find it hilarious how quickly in Bollywood movies, how quickly romance develops. It's like almost instantaneous in the few films I've seen, at least. I mean, what was it in Bahubali? It was like almost immediate. Three Idiots? That was actually kind of funny though. It made sense. That one's more understandable because he kind of teased her a bit, and is like, that makes sense. But I freaking love this movie. This movie's definitely worth a watch. One thing that I would have had issues with it was just like, it's, you get it with every movie. It's plot armor. Like sometimes the villains will have weapons. Every single one of them will. And then when it becomes time to like killing the main character, None of them have weapons, but it's action-packed, so it's enjoyable for that. And honestly, I don't know what the climate was in India. I don't know what their rights are on weapons and owning them, so maybe that's why there aren't that many. Well, given from the history I know, they were freed from the Britain's control because it's basically 1951, and then it goes to like 1981 is where the story's actually taking place. And the guy telling his the story, the one who's narrating the whole thing, is in 2018, which is basically when the movie was released. So I absolutely love that whole aspect of where it's jumping through time, kind of giving you an image of what's going on. So I kind of can understand why sometimes they have weapons, sometimes they don't, and the weapons are very sporadic in between. Like sometimes there's only a select group of people that carry firearms, and the firearms they do have are like when they get to a certain point, it's just a 2-shot weapon. Yeah, only a double-barreled shotgun. That's it. And one other thing that bothered me is just like sometimes those people are absolute marksmen. Like when he's basically in a prison, like, so no spoilers. This movie is really great. A prison-like situation. The people on guard are marksmen, except when they're shooting at a herd of people or just shooting at him, they just can't hit him. They keep shooting, but they can't hit him. They're shooting towards his feet. And I was like, that doesn't seem accurate. And plus, if that's a double-barreled shotgun, it would be a spread. So there are little things there, here and there, but I absolutely love it. I can watch it over and over and over again. And surprisingly, I actually do love the music. Sometimes the music in the movies are like, doesn't fit, but this one, I absolutely love it, especially the end credits. That one's just amazing. I can hear it in my head over and over and over and over again. Sure, I don't know what the words mean. When it comes to songs, I don't bother with the subtitles because it's just like, oh, it's just music. I don't need to really pay attention. However, they normally do hold weight. Like there's the one basic a song in there, which is basically for his mother and how his mother raised him to become the strong, independent leader. So I absolutely love this movie. This movie is definitely worth a watch. It's now one of my favorites of all time now. Let's see if something else can top the charts. I'm going to keep watching more and more movies. And yeah, I got to say, though, I absolutely do respect India for choosing to do it in their own way. This movie would have done far better and would have made far more money if they did in English. Because let's face it, they speak English, but they were keeping it true to the time and everything. But yeah, this is more of a movie that I would absolutely love to see in English, but I don't care. I love it. It's great enough to watch as it is, and it needs to get out there more. I don't like how the only movies that come out of India are like the Slumdog Millionaire, then that kind of stuff. That just don't care for. I didn't care for it. It was well praised apparently, but it was just like, it's not any good. But yes, this is a movie I like to see. This is a great movie. And it seems like Bollywood doesn't really care much for money. They care more about story. They care more about just the action. They just care more. Because when it becomes more about money, you stop creating nice ideas. Because I haven't seen anything like this coming out of Hollywood in ages. Hollywood doesn't have an original thought anymore. Hollywood just keeps remaking, or stealing others' ideas. Most likely, this will be remade in Hollywood in a year or two. Yeah, that'll suck.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles. One more thing. I gotta say, seeing how boss they look with a big beard makes me regret trimming mine down. So, let's see if I can get that going once again. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.